Hey, hello. This is for the love of dogs and Breyer horses. I'm Rea Mea.
I'm Ash.
And this is Sai, River, Musu,
And Ace.
and Ace. And then we got Tequila and Singe and no Pearl today.
No.
So they're sometimes in the background. You can see them. But we're going to finish up our review or opinions or whatever we want to call it on the last of the Breyerfest models. We had a bit of a scheduling issue, so we didn't get to film, which is why there was a little week break in there. But whatever. So, I think we're going to start with the traditionals, and then we'll kind of go down the line from there. So the first one is the Rea Mea molds, is the standard bred mare, or aka Constantia, whatever. And they called her a creamy white with pink highlights. I made 3,000 of her. She's available to all ticket holders, and she is $75 a piece. So, it is a model of the Italian trotter named after the white stars found in the Milky Way. I'm assuming in Italian. The real horse is beautiful, and I am happy to see her in person. However, I'm not all that fond of this mold. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. I don't know. This one's not my favorite out of the bunch. Actually, as far as the limited edition traditionals, there's two that I really like, and then there's two that I don't. Not that I hate them or anything, I just don't care for them. And I'm always on the fence about those because our visitor's tapping on the wall again. But anyways, I'm on the fence about these limited editions because if I change my mind later and want to get them, they always shoot up in price after Breyerfest. It's better just to buy them there, and then maybe later if I decide I want to get rid of them, which I never do. But it's still easier to get them at Breyerfest and try to pay twice as much, for something that I'm still not completely sure that I like. So I don't know if I'm going to pick her up or not.
Well, you get to see her in person.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's better in person compared to the pictures, but I don't know, this mold is not one that I'm super fond of, that we got in the Premier Club last year even. I like the markings on that one, but the white is nice. I will say that you don't see too many white horses.
No.
You see grays that are mostly white, but you have the gray points. But this one is white. I even seen the pictures of her, like the actual horse, and she's like white. And I mean, the real horse is beautiful in the pictures that I've seen, but whew, I don't know if I like it as much transferred over to a model. What did you think?
That's interesting. The mold's not my favorite either, just partly because it's so long. But
I mean, I don't mind a lot of long molds. Like, I like the Alpatihi mold, and I like the cigar mold. I don't know.
They're the trotter is not something that I don't
even
really
like the
into.
other pacer. I just don't particularly care for this one.
I don't have anything against it or anything. Not one of my top molds or anything. But I like the color. Because genetics interests me. So, what made her that color interests me.
That they had a picture of her and where she had a foal the same color?
Yeah.
So, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. So, we'll see if I pick her up or not. I may.
Are you on the fence about it, or is it something you're leaning towards, or?
I would say I'm on the fence.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think of this mold in particular, because it seems to be controversial. People like it, people don't like it.
Right.
What do you think of the color on her? What do you think of the real horse? Okay, so the next one would be HD Harkness. The mold is the Morgan Stallion, aka Troubadour. Color is bay. They're making 2,500, available to all ticket holders, and is $70. This is the other one that I'm not overly fond of. The mold is okay. Like, I like this mold better than I like the standard bred mare. But it's not one that, like, I particularly drift towards, you know? And then it's bay. And not only is it bay, but it's bay with barely any markings on it. Now, my opinions on this are strictly on the model. I'm not saying anything about the real horse. Real bay horses are a lot prettier, I think, than the bays on the models. So don't, like, crucify me for saying that I think this horse is ugly. I don't. I'm not overly fond of bays in my collection. And, I mean, I have some that I don't mind as much as others, especially if they have more markings, or if it's a bay Pinto or a bay Appaloosa. But just straight bays.
Well, I mean, you get so many bays in your collection that don't have very many markings, then it's like you're looking at the same horse over and over and over again.
Yes, and there's so many.
And you can get that with real horses as well, believe me. There are, particularly with breeds like Morgans and your standard breds and stuff that, I mean, and Morgans come in a lot of colors, but lots of them are bay or like plain chestnut or black. And then their standard breds, many, the majority of them are bay, and a lot of them are dark bay. And then you have some chestnuts and some blacks and a few grays. So it's nothing to go down, you know, the shed row at a racetrack full of standard breds and even thoroughbreds, and you're just looking at a bunch of bay horses with barely any markings. So
Yeah, like I said, nothing against the breed,
no.
Nothing against the color, but as far as model collecting, I like more color and interesting markings. And so this particular model, again, she's another one where I'm on the fence about, do I buy her just in case I change my mind later and want to buy her later? It's not a mold that I'm actively trying to conga, so I don't know. I'm on the fence. I think it would depend on the money situation,
Right.
On what I end up doing or not. If I have the money to extra money to pick her up, I might. But this is not one that I'm leaning towards. Is that kind of your opinion on it too?
Yeah, kind of the same way. Like I said, I like more flash and color in my collection. I have plenty of plain bay models, trust me.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty I have that are bay.
You know, and even plain chestnut models. But
I still prefer a plain chestnut to a plain bay.
But and the model is pretty, and you know the real horse is pretty. But we'll see. May or may not. If I do pick him up, it'll probably be because of
our friend has Morgans.
Yes, they have bred Morgans for years, and so it's a breed I'm familiar with.
Okay, next one is the FVA's Grand Design Tilly. We were just talking about how the call names on these horses, I don't know what else dogs it's called call names. Is that
barn name is what they use with
barn
horses.
name? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely different than the name that they're given. That just blows my mind sometimes. So yes, Tilly or FVAs. Do you want to know what FVA stands for? Is that the barn name or
That would be their
or the breeder?
Name. Yep.
So it's on the Othello mold. The cover, I'm assuming, They didn't have a color written down anywhere that I saw. I'm assuming it's a Silver Bay Sabino? Is this what you would call it?
Yeah, either Bay or Silver Bay.
The white tail and the kind of silvery going on the mane made me think Silver Bay.
Possible. Could have something to do with some other gene causing that too, but it's possible. It's either Bay or a Silver Bay, yeah.
And Sabino is correct?
I would say so.
Okay. I was guessing on this, so I feel pretty good I got that right. Alright, they're making $2,500. It's available to all ticket holders and is $75. I love this model. You know, even though she's a dark bay and we just went on a rant about how we're not particularly fond of bays, that silver mane that she's got on the one side and the white tail and then the Sabino markings just really appeals to me. And I'm definitely going to pick her up. Though I worry that with it being such a popular mold, that she might be one that's going to be hard to pick up, considering that they've opened it up to all ticket holders online and in person. So I'm assuming on this one, I don't know how they're doing these ones that are open to all ticket holders, considering they made a limited amount.
Mm-hmm.
Are they holding some back specifically for online and only bringing so many to the park, or
Probably.
I mean, so does that mean they did a 50-50 split? They are doing 2,000 at the park and 500 on the online? Like, would this makes me a little bit nervous. So, Sai, no visiting. Come back and lay down. You had a nice little warm pocket and you got out of it. Come back over. Come on, you can do it. Step over, River. Okay. Yeah, so she might be one I'm gonna have to try to pick up like first thing on Friday when we get there. Though I hate trying to get into the store first thing on Friday because
It's almost impossible.
yes. But it seems to me that last year they had plenty of the limited edition models left over. And I don't remember the numbers that they had on them last year, do you?
I would think it was about similar.
So maybe I'm overthinking this and it won't be as bad, but I don't know. I still worry sometimes when it's a top popular mold like that. And like I said, I particularly am drawn to this color, so I imagine there's others that feel the same way.
Oh yeah.
What's your thoughts on it?
I like her too. Draft, for one. I do like this mold. And the color is pretty. So, this one will be one of the ones that I am planning to get.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. I'm excited for it. And I'm excited to see the real horse. They said it's a drum horse.
Yeah.
Is that the breed or just...
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, the drum horses are a cross between a gypsy vanner and something like a Clydesdale. And that's what, like the Queen's Royal Army, they're big horses that carry their great big drums. That's why they're called drum horses. That's what they are.
Huh. Interesting. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful horse, beautiful model. 10 out of 10 for me. I like this horse. Okay, so I did ask your opinion, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. Next one would be Studebaker, which is on the Shagia, which I forgot the A on that. Arabian. Color is Golden Palomino Tobiano. And is 2,500 made, available to all ticket holders, but is an online purchase only. So you have to purchase this one online whether you go in person or not. And then it is $75. I don't have a lot to say about this one other than that I like it. I like the Arabian molds. I really like the Pinto color on it, or the Pinto pattern, and I like the, really, it's a really gold Palomino. And yeah, she's one I'm definitely trying to pick up. But again, I have the same problem with this one being open to everybody and online only. I'm going to try to buy it almost as soon as they put it out because I don't want to waste time and then have it be sold out. And I do wonder, because they did this last year with the George mold, and they announced, I think, the day of that they were doing a 50-50 split on that, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it could be something that they do on this one, too, where it's a 50-50 split.
It's possible.
So, it would be interesting to see if they do something like that again.
Right.
What's your thoughts?
I like this one, too. Palomino, pretty. So, and since they don't use this mold a lot, this also will be one that I will plan to pick up. So, yeah, very
Have
pretty.
you heard the online thrum about her? Like, are people...
I have not really heard a whole lot about her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whether it was there when they announced her and I kind of missed it, or whether there just really hasn't been a lot of talk. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how popular this mold is. I think the Weather Girl one is a little bit more popular than this one.
I think so.
Which honestly I don't know why, because she's a lot less tippy than the Weather Girl. I mean, she's bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But she's a lot less tippy.
The Weather Girl is definitely what people think more of when they're looking at an Arab, because this mold does not have, the
super dished
face and stuff that a lot of people have come to really know of the Arabs. So
I don't know, she's still I mean, you still look at her and think Arab, at least I do.
But
I mean, she doesn't have the super dish nose, but
right.
She definitely has the look of an Arab.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm excited for her. And then this is like the only limited edition traditional that's not based on a real horse.
Right.
So which is what they did with George last year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited for her. All right. Next, we're moving on to the Classic or Freedom series deco mold that they do every year. And this would be Delft. And it's on the Morgan Stallion and the Freedom scale. And it is blue and white resist splatter dapple with a driving motif on the side. They're making 2,000, available to all ticket holders, and it's $30. So, I'm not a huge fan of decos, but that being said, I kind of like this one. It hits the concept of the vintage blue and white pottery on the head, and while it's definitely a deco, it's kind of understated. It reminds me a bit of a blue version of Green Man, because he had kind of that green reverse dapple, resist splatter, whatever we're calling it here. And the driving motif on the side is understated. Like I said, it's not like blah, like in your face decorator. It's definitely decorator. I'm not going to see a blue horse like that, but I kind of like it. I think I might pick this one up.
I'll probably try to pick him up too. Cute.
I know.
And definitely did a good job of, you think of the
blue
pottery.
Yeah, the blue plates, you know, kind of, yeah. They really did hit that concept really well. Like, it transferred really well.
Yeah.
Even the driving motif and the way the art style is on it is, it just really reminds you of that. So I commend them on that.
Yeah.
They definitely got what they were going for.
Right.
So, are you going to try to pick him up?
I probably will.
So, yeah, I'm not going to say I really like him, but I like him enough that I'll probably pick him up. Okay. The next one is the Crystal.
Which probably I did not take a picture of.
Okay, well, the Crystal is
Phaeton.
Phaeton? Phaeton?
Yeah.
Okay. That's half carriage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And the mold is the American Saddlebred Porcelain Motto Calliope. Okay. They're making 2,200 of this, available to all ticket holders, and is $50. I don't collect the crystals just because, honestly, space-wise, I mean, it's one thing. I mean, the crystals are nice, they're neat, and I think if you had a nice little cabinet to display them all in, it would be something really neat to collect. if that's all you collected, or you had a specific spot to put it, or if you had a huge house and you could just dedicate a room to each type of horse or model. But yeah, I don't have that type of space, and I'm not sure what's going to happen in the future with my space. It's kind of up in the air. We'll see. But as far as the crystals go, I've seen some really nice ones, like the Bobby Joe one was really nice. The Connemara mare was really nice. This one, however, seems to be lacking a little bit in details. Like, have you seen it?
It did, yeah.
It seems like the face is kind of rounded, and I don't know, it just doesn't pick up the detail of that particular mold. Not that I have seen the other molds, so I can't really compare them. But I'm comparing this to other crystal molds. And it could just be the picture that they had of it, but I've seen a couple different pictures on it, and it just, I don't know, it seems a little too smooth to me, a little smoothed out, not quite as detailed as some of the other ones that they've had. So I would say is just comparing it to other crystals that I've seen pictures of, this one is not my favorite. Not that I will be picking it up anyways, but that's kind of how I feel about it. What's your thoughts on it?
From what I remember, I didn't think it was too badly put into porcelain or into a crystal, but I don't collect the crystals either, so I wasn't particularly concerned about it since it's not one that I'll be picking up. But and the crystals are pretty, and like you said, you know, if you had a case to put them in and stuff like that, and a place to
like
put them.
A nice lighted glass case, I think it would look really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't currently have that space, and I'm a completist. So at this point, if I ever did get a case like that, I'd have to try to go back and try to find them all, and that would just be a pain in the ass. So it's just better not to
Even start.
Yes. But let us know what you guys think of the crystals. Does anybody buy them? What do you like them? Do you have space for them? And I think the price went up on them too. But it seems like the price kind of went up on everything.
Right.
Alright, so now we're on to the stablemates. I think I forgot one of the stablemates. I totally skipped over the one that I really like.
Yeah.
In my notes, oh well. Yeah, so stablemates. The Best of Breyerfest Series 4. They're making 2,000, available to all ticket holders, and it's $60. Each of the models is inspired by a 2013 Denim and Diamonds Breyerfest prize model. Personally, I think that $60 is a little steep for 5 stablemates, but, you know, if people are going to pay for it, why not sell it for that? My favorite is probably Singletree on the Mustang Stallion. The coloring on Liverpool is nice. Harmy's pattern is pretty, and Landu is a bit disappointing for an Appy. And White, or Whippletree, is right down the middle for me. Like, not great, not bad, just kind of in the middle. I'm assuming you don't have a picture of those either.
No, so since
We don't collect them.
I didn't bother to take pictures of them.
Yes. I'm not sure. I mean, it's probably something I won't pick up. I'm not gonna say it's outside of the realm of possibility. At this point in time for me. But yeah. Did you get the picture of the other
Yes.
single stablemate?
Yes.
So, would we call this like the Breyerfest single stablemate that's not a celebration stablemate or single day? Or not even single day anymore, just event? Because they tend to do one for each theme, I guess.
Yeah.
Stablemate. Now, I gotta say, what is his name? Buggy. Okay. He's the only one I didn't put notes down, so forgive me. I don't know how much they're selling him for.
I don't either. I did not get a picture of the price.
Let me see if I can put it. But anyways, as far I'm going to talk about the what I think of him first while I'm trying to pull this up. So, I don't really collect stablemates, but boy golly am I picking him up. I really like him. What would we call him? Roan? He's roaned some sort of?
Either he could be a roan, he could be just a Varnish Appaloosa.
Either way, the detail that they got on this model, he's glossy too, which I think maybe part of the reason why he shines so nicely.
They do call him a bay roan.
A bay roan?
Yeah.
Yeah, so and again, this is the type of roan that I don't mind in my collection. First of all, I love Appaloosas, and the roaning of the bay just makes it a whole different thing. Whole different animal. But yeah, what are your thoughts on him while I'm still looking this up?
I like him. He was one that I was planning to try to pick up to draft Appaloosa. It's there for me.
Okay, so and he's available online only too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he is going to be $15 a piece, and they're only making 2,000 of him. So, I'm a little disappointed. Can't pick him up at the park.
No.
But and you won't be able to see him in person until you actually get him. So it's hard to say if we could actually get him, close to what they have there. But oh my gosh, he's a pretty boy. I am excited for him. Which did it say which mold he's on?
He is on the Standing Frisian.
Yes.
Also known as Django.
Real pretty. I'm excited to pick him up. I'm trying to whittle down what little stablemates I have to just ones that I really like. And he's definitely going to be on the list. So, yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so then I think the last model, wasn't that really a model at all? He's a plushie. And that would be Sulky. And they are making 2,500 of him, available to all ticket holders, and the price is $20. Which again, I think that went up because I think they used to be 15.
I would hate to say.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Either way, it doesn't really much matter to me. Sigh, why do you keep going to her? Because I don't collect the plushies. Mainly because these little monsters here love to rip apart things with stuffings. Yeah, I know, you would never do that, and you would never eat a squeaker and get it stuck in your colon. Yeah, so this is a stuffing-free house if we can help it. But yes, as far as the plushie goes, it's cute. I don't know what I would have done for the theme better, but I think he looks more like a racing horse. I feel like a racing theme better. I mean, I know kart racing is still part of it, but
right.
I don't know. He looks more like a race themed horse than a driving type of horse. I think they should have done maybe like the lady hats they wear with the flowers in it, and that would have been, I think, a little bit better, but or something along those lines. I don't know. Like I said, I don't collect them. Doesn't really much matter to me. Does anybody collect them? I do think that these little plushies are a neat little thing for a souvenir for kids going, not to say that some adults don't collect them too, because I know that they do. But, I think kids especially would appreciate plushies. And they're something not too expensive to pick up at the horse park,
right.
For a souvenir with the theme of that year. So, yeah. What do you think?
No, he's cute. I don't have a problem with the silks.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I just think when you see it, you think more racehorse jockey type deal than driving. But, you know.
Right. 'Cause I don't know what they could really have done to make it seem more. But he's cute. But
Maybe
I
give
don't.
him a little whip in his hand.
Oh, there you go. Could have done that. Since I don't collect plushies either,
His hoof.
it's not my big on my list of things to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about it. I just, like I said, just thoughts on it.
Right.
So, anyways, that would be the conclusion of our 3-video span on the Breyerfest models. Which models are you guys particularly excited about? Let us know in the comments. So, but I think that's it for this video. I think maybe this one might be a little bit shorter than the other ones.
Maybe.
Maybe not. I don't know. I'll have to check. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Oh, please like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell. Yeah, I think that's it. It helps us out on the channel. So, yes, if you could do that, it'd be great. But yeah, until next time, bye.